We're off on a little trip to Brighton today, just waiting to get a taxi to get the train. It's not a photography trip, but as always I'm going to have my cameras with me, so I'm going to be taking some shots around Brighton. Going with my wife and my mum, so there'll be some people in these shots, which is unusual for me. We'll see you at the train station. I've made it to Havant station. We've got about 20 minutes before the train, but we're going to go onto the platform and just wait. Brighton's a very special place for photography. There's some great locations, from the old West Pier, the I-360, the Palace Pier, the Lanes, the Royal Pavilion. There's also a great place for street photography. I've been to Brighton several times shooting many of these locations, but today was more just about a day out with the family. Any train journey needs train snacks. This morning we just opted for a lemonade and a Sprite. Finally, it was time to board the train. Navigating a train full of people was always tricky. I'm just glad I only had my small camera bag. Navigating a train with a rucksack with a tripod sticking out is an acquired skill. The train was quite busy, so we ended up sitting right at the back of the train, nearly in the rear driver's cab. The nice thing about travelling by train is being able to watch the countryside go past. The bad thing about travelling by train is the number of bushes and trees along the line obscuring the view. But finally we got a clear view of the beautiful West Sussex countryside. Just over an hour and we arrived in Brighton. Now to navigate my way back off the train and up the platform. Okay, we just arrived in Brighton. Now we just got to find a way off the station. Train station is always a really good place for photography. There's lots of people about. You can see here, there's these arches going through onto the platform. I think that's going to make quite an interesting photo. I get the people silhouetted just as they go through the arch. Just got to wait for someone to walk through. People are just refusing to stand where I want them at the moment. It's always the way when they're trying to do street photography. It's all about patience. There you go. Think I've got her. There was a deep mist rolling in from the sea. We noticed how cold it was as soon as we disembarked from the train. It was noticeably colder than back home. From the station, looking down towards the seafront, we could barely see the beach, the pier and the I-360, both gone. We've made it down to Brighton Beach, and as you can see there's been a bit of a change in the weather. We've got an awful lot of sea mist in today. It's really murky. Up there, somewhere behind me, should really be the I-360. Can't see it. I think the pier might be up there, or the pier might be up that end. Can't see that either. Not really going to be taking an awful lot of seascape photography today. Might be better when we get back up into the lanes. It's England, and because we're near a bank holiday, there's still people on the beach. You can see behind me, even though there's no sun, but we reckon the sun's going to break out, and it's probably going to be really hot any minute. Well, I found something to photograph here. It's an interesting little sculpture behind me that you can see. I'm just going to take a quick picture of that. Something quite endearing about a bunch of empty deck chairs on a beach when it's really cloudy. Might make an interesting photo. Almost like a bit of old wood. There's this old capstan here. You can see just behind me. It's currently got a seagull on there. That's going to make it a little more interesting. Just need to wait for these kind people to move away so I can get a clear shot. Well, the seagull went, but I managed to get a picture of the capstan anyway. If you can hear me, photography's been interrupted by cocktails. 2 for 1. Now we're suitably lubed up, sun's come out, we're going to go and find the pier, and then we're going to go up into the lanes and probably find some lunch. You know me, I always like a fairground, especially if it's not in use. And here we got it. Well, we didn't make it very far. We found ourselves in Oh So Social, just stopping for a spot of lunch. Lunch consisted of a humongous fish and chips, an amazing burger, not that I had food envy or anything, and nachos for Mum. And it wouldn't be nearly summer without a light grape juice drink to wash it down. Lunch has been eaten, wine has been drunk, now we're off to find the pier. There's a little jetty type thing next to the pier built of stone. At the end is a bronze donut. It's always a good subject. Then I was invited to take this girl's photo. Oh well, it is Brighton, perhaps everyone's a model. The sun had at last come out and it was starting to warm up. We made our way along the front towards the Palace Pier, now that we could see it. Made it down to Brighton Pier, and unlike last time I was here, there's now a £2 entry fee. So, okay, looks like we're going to have to pay. Pier's always a good place for photography, so I suppose I better get my camera back out and see what I can get shooting. Quite like looking at the nature when things aren't quite open. So here, see how we've got the ice cream hut. It's not open yet, but I'm going to take a photo of that anyway. I think that'll make quite a classy little photo. Today it's really quite warm, quite sunny, but look behind me, there's so much mist, can't see really anything. Even back that way, you see it's really misty, really hazy. Might make quite a good abstract, very minimalist photo. Let's give it a go. Yeah, I think that's going to be quite interesting. Got the gap here, looking through to the beach on the other side of the pier. If I can get this right and get someone just in that gap. Had someone on the right hand side of the frame, but I'll crop that out because it's going to be too wide anyway. So that's all the fun of the fair. That's my wife and my mum. As we were on the pier, Trudy and Mum decided to try their aim at the rebound stall. I can see we're going to end up walking all the way back to the train station with an angry bird. Maybe not.
Oh, really? Good try.
The obligatory seaside fun. There we go. Due to the sea mist, sadly the roller coaster was closed. Well, at least no one would have been brave enough to try it out. We did see a group of gulls enjoying their day out though. We've gone inside now. Looks like we're going to be spending our life savings in 2p's on the shove-it machine. As suspected, nothing won in the penny arcade. Didn't manage to win Stephen the Seagull. That's a bad joke. Didn't manage to win anything in the 2p arcade. Realised that most of the coins can actually go down the side back into their bin. Another seaside staple, and specifically Brighton Rock. Something for the other two grandkids. We'd seen everything there was to see on the pier, had finished disposing of our income in the arcade, avoided the roller coaster, the ghost train and the water plume, and made our way back off the pier and back onto the promenade. The consensus now is we're going on a sightseeing bus tour, so let's go on board. The bus tour was a bit breezy. I'm sure the scenery was well worth it, but being forced to sit on an inside seat, I didn't really have the best view. Still, with the sea mist still very much a thing, there was not much to see looking out to sea. So we're off the bus now. That was quite interesting. Always nice to get a different perspective of a city. Had audio description as well, so we've got to find out lots of interesting facts about the city. We're now in the grounds of the Royal Pavilion, Brighton Pavilion, as you can see. Walking through the grounds. We're going to go through to the lanes in a minute. Probably going to find a cup of tea first. We're getting a little bit thirsty now. tea drunk, off to the lanes now. It's a great place, loads of history, loads of little shops. All jeweller shops, can't afford anything in any of them. But you get lots of interesting people there, lots of interesting sights, really narrow, great place for photography. Fascinating place there. All these old shops and little alleys. It's almost like being in the Harry Potter film. I'm sure it was one of the inspirations for Diagon Alley, along with the Shambles in York, which we went to last year. Sometimes when walking around a city, it's good to look up. Look at this behind me. Old sign. Can I get a photograph of that? Had a good day in Brighton. I think we're about done now. We're going to head back to the station. It's not really a photo trip today, it's just been a day out with family. If you'd like this video, please like and share. Please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it really helps me to make additional videos like this. Until next time, see you later.